Hello everyone, how are you? What is today? Happy Wednesday, middle of the week. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I am working smarter and not harder today. So I've got Facebook and YouTube up. I'm gonna see if I can get myself pulled up on the computer so I can catch one of the comments over here and not have to try to keep up with both of them on the phone. So y'all bear with me for 1 second and then we'll get started. And I may have to go let Diesel in, y'all, because I hollered for him. I hollered for him right before I came live. That's why I'm like a minute late and he wasn't coming. So I may have to turn my volume off. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, but I just heard him out there barking, so I don't know. I just let him out there, so we'll let him stay for a few minutes. This live shouldn't take too long, but I am needing to make something for my mantle. My mantle has been naked since Christmas, and I took down the garland, and it's been bugging me. I need to get something up there, so I thought I would jump on today and make a piece for my mantle. If you guys come on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, sprinkle all the things. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you hit that little subscribe button, notification bell, will let you know every time we have new tutorials or we go live. So make sure I don't see anybody. Before we start on our design, I do have a couple of new fair silk ribbons that I thought I'd show you. We have more fair silk coming in tomorrow, so I'll have lots more goodies to show tomorrow, and I've got 4 or 5 palettes coming in tomorrow as well of spring goodies. So after we get them all checked in and on the website, I will probably do another live and show you guys some of the new spring goodies that are coming in. But let's look at just a couple fair silk that we got already listed. This one, y'all, I already made something with this one because I couldn't help myself. I haven't listed what I made yet, but I did make something. Look at that ribbon. It's like an embroidered, and it has little glittery beads on it. Isn't that beautiful? Hello from Oregon. Hello. Hello. Thanks for popping on. I'm gonna make something for my mantle in just a second. I'm just showing off some pretty new fair silk ribbon. Hello. Yes, isn't it exquisite? Hi from Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming on. Hello. So we're gonna make something in a second, but I thought I'd show you a couple of these pretties. Now this one is a 5-yard roll. So most of our ribbons are 10 yards. This one is 5. It's a little pricey, but man, is it gorgeous. Love it. Okay, so that's that one. And then another new fun spring one is this cherry blossom ribbon. Isn't that fun? And it's like double-sided, so it's got that. And look at the wire, y'all. If you've never worked with fair silk ribbon or designer ribbon, you just can't beat it. That wire is something else. Just love it. So it's beautiful. So we got that one. It is pricey, but it is totally worth it. Totally worth it. And then we got a couple of, hello, thanks for coming in. We got a couple of new just burlap with the fun pastel trim on the edge. So we have this one in the light blue. So those are gonna be pretty. And then we have it in the, let me take the paper off so you guys can see it, but the pink. Y'all, why does it want to be difficult when I want to, there it goes. And then pink. So, pretty. Hello, I'm doing great. How are you? Not too bad for Wednesday. It's a little dreary outside, so it's kind of as far as as the weather goes, but I'm doing okay. Making sure I don't have comments over there on Facebook. And then patriotic. It's a little early for patriotic, but we did get a patriotic plaid. Y'all, that light just reflects that. Let me take this off. I should have done this before I came on. We got a little patriotic plaid. So this is gonna be really pretty. Isn't that fun? Backside. Super, super pretty. It's hump day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are halfway through the week. I hope everybody's having a great week. It's been pretty quiet here. Been trying to get a lot of my, been trying to get caught up on a lot of my computer stuff, you know, the business side of things. It's not the fun stuff. So I haven't really designed a whole lot lately. So I was like, you know what? I am ready to get back to the design table. So I was like, let's start with my mantle, because I need to make something for my mantle and I need to make something for our guest bedroom on the dresser. Ever since the Christmas stuff come down, I don't have anything to replace it. Hello, Karen. How are you? How are you, friend? Karen, your caricature look just like you. Isn't that awesome how the AI does that? Y'all, on mine, YouTube, have you seen that little trend going around where you have Chatty G making a caricature? You tell it to make a caricature based on what it knows about you. Mine even got it all the way down to my little necklace. If you look, I don't even know if the pictures that they have, it has to somewhere in something that I shared had the necklace in it, but it got my little necklace in the caricature. Super fun. You love the patriotic ribbon? Yeah, it's pretty. I am from Oklahoma, if you're talking to me. We just moved here about a year and a half or so ago. Originally, I was from Texas, but we live in, oh, thanks, Karen. But we live in Oklahoma now. So, okay, so everything I'm gonna be using today is on our website. When you land on the home page, tctcrafts.com. I don't know if I'm gonna get restricted for saying website, so y'all know what I'm talking about. When you land there, there's something that says Melissa's, I think it says Melissa's Seasonal Design Favorites. So what I'm gonna do is when I start going live, and whatever I'm using, it's gonna go in that little collection. And I'll clean it up, you know, here or there. Every so often after I've done a few designs, I'll go in and clean it up. But that's an easier place for you guys to just go see what all I'm using. So that's where it'll be. I think everything is in stock except for one item. And we do have a substitute. But there's one magnolia that we're going to be using that we don't have in stock anymore. And I wish we had some more because I love it. Okay. I just want to make sure you weren't talking to someone in the comments. But yeah, we're from Oklahoma. Okay, so I'm going to start. I want to do this, y'all, my home. If you don't know, first time watching, is very, I don't even know the style to call it, y'all, because I'm all over the board with my styles. But earthy, natural, creams, greens, whites, whatever style that you want to call that. That's my style. So we're gonna do a magnolia arrangement, and I don't know if y'all are like me. I've got magnolia leaves just everywhere. I had a bin of them over there. Don't ask me where they all come from. But anyway, so we're gonna add some magnolias in here. Some magnolia leaves. Those ones are a little different than the other ones, so we may come back to those. I obviously pulled this one out of another project. And because it's going on my mantle, I don't want it very high. We have a TV that's above our mantle. And I don't want the back too full because it's gonna be, you know, the wall. And I want it a little bit more it's gonna be more forward facing. The back will make pretty, but everything's gonna be coming this way. So it's gonna be a forward facing design. Oh, thank you. It's my accent, y'all. It's a little mix of everything, depending on the day. Because when I was younger, I grew up, I'm a military brat. So, I grew up a lot in the north. So, there are certain words and things that just, I guess, come back from childhood that are more northern sayings. But then my high school and on years, I was raised in the South. So, it's a hot mix. It's a hot mix, y'all. It's a hot mix. You just never know what you're gonna get. But primarily, it's Southern. All right, I'm just gonna cut these little, so we do have these, like I said, I think we have these, y'all. It's linked. The magnolia leaves that we have are linked. We've got a couple different ones. Making sure I'm not missing any. Facebook, let me tell you, sometimes I can't see the comments. I went live in my private design group the other day. In my own group, my own private group, not even a public, couldn't see no comments. No comments. I don't know what I did to make META upset, but half the time I can't see comments when I go live. So I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna start adding some magnolia leaves around my base. You were, Jamie? Yeah, I loved it too. I like being able to, I like being able to visit all the places. Now, I'll say as a kid, you know, it was a little hard because, you know, you lose your friends. So the place we moved, or the place I was at before we moved to Texas, we were in South Dakota. And I had a good thing going there, y'all, with all my friends, and I was sad to leave. I wasn't sad to leave the cold, but I was sad to leave my friends. So that was the hard part as a kid, but living on the base and all the things, getting to visit different places and grow up in different places, that was fun. That was fun. Hello, I am good. How are you? Baylor's Kitchen Creations. I don't know names, so I apologize. Just drop your name. I probably won't remember unless I see you guys every week. I'm terrible with names, y'all. Terrible. Almost didn't glue these in, but I guess I will, just because if I decide to change this out because I'm not selling this one, it would make it easier to pull everything out if I don't glue it, but that's okay. I'm used to tearing stuff apart. Sure, go ahead. What's the random question? Drop it like it's hot. Some of these leaves, y'all, I might end up moving after we get our florals in. I might have should have waited to clean some of this till we got our florals in, but that's okay. You went to Okinawa, to Abilene? My brother was stationed in Okinawa. He just retired their last assignment was in Germany, and he just retired and moved here. We're building a family ranch here in Oklahoma, so he just moved here in September. And he actually just got his very first, well, I wouldn't say very first. When he was in high school, he had a civilian job, but he got his very first grown-up civilian job, and he just started this week. He did like, I think it was 25 or 26 years, so he is back in the regular workforce. Doing something very similar to what he did in the Air Force, though. This is the boring part, y'all. Putting all these leaves in. I'm gonna start putting some of these a little bit more at an angle up because I want that. I don't want it way out here. I want it because the wall. So I'm gonna angle them a little bit. Yeah, living on the base was fun. I remember riding my bike all over the base. All over the base. I'm assuming you could probably still do that now, but I was on Facebook. If you're commenting, I'm so sorry. I see no comments. I see a couple people's on. So if somebody wants to drop me a message, I'll see if I can see it. But I'm checking. I don't see nothing. I volunteered at the hospital. Remember the candy stripe girls? Or the little, is that what they called them? The little candy stripe girls? That pushed the little carts around the hospital, gave out little snacks. So I went through the Red Cross program and was a little candy stripe girl. So, and I loved it. I wanted to be a nurse initially when I was gonna grow up. That's what I wanted to be. And so I used to ride my bike all around the base up to the hospital every day and just volunteer. Took the cart, and the nurses there, because I was there so much. Looking back, they were probably annoyed that I was there, but anyway, they let me do other things besides just push the cart around. I got to take blood. They taught me how to use to do the blood pressure with the little cuff. I did the temperature. I did the little where you go in and do the vitals. I did the vitals. They taught me that. Oh, I see a comment. Hi, Tina. How are you? Yes, we still have snow out there, Tina, but it's about melted. I'd say we're about 85% melted, but right around the shop and stuff, we still have snow. That was crazy. But Tina, I will say, we are blessed. We did not lose power, and I am so shocked because Cookston Hills, who we have for our electric, you sneeze wrong and the power goes out around here. So I could not believe, and I probably am jinxing myself, I couldn't believe that we didn't lose power. Y'all, I just nipped my little thumb. Anyway, so we got blessed. We had power. We didn't land there. Those poor people all over the country that lost power. I hate that for them. So this one, I kind of want to lay this, I think, right here. Y'all, I may have to take a little 2-second break and go get a Band-Aid. I nicked my finger, I guess. Let me see if it'll stop bleeding. I have Band-Aids in the other room. And luckily, if I was selling this, I totally would stop. But since it's for me, if I happen to get something on there, I'm okay. I think it's good. Okay. Candy stripers, is that what they're called? You wish you had snow? Oh, you are a bank teller? Aw, thanks, Baylor Kitchen Creations. I wish I knew your name. Oh, JB, you were one too? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm trying to catch up on comments. Yes, go ahead and repeat your question. I think I must have missed it. I see that you asked if you could ask one, and then I see your, is it okay to repeat? And I don't see a comment. So yeah, go ahead and put it back on here. Okay, have a good day. Just if you want to shoot me go ahead and comment later and I'll reply to you, whatever your question was. Anyway, so I think, no, y'all, 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go get a little Band-Aid. All right. A little workplace injury. I have to keep these up here because I get them all the time, y'all. All the time. That's funny that so many of y'all were candy strippers. I don't even know if they have. They probably don't even have those anymore, do they? I bet they don't. Hello, Emily. How are you? It looks like I'm finally maybe seeing a few comments on Facebook. You were lucky. You've seen it worse, yes. Well, last year when we had that little, we lost it for a little bit, not long. But this year we got lucky. All right, so I'm adding these magnolias. These are the ones we don't have in stock anymore. Oh, Sydney, are you crazy? I've dropped enough hot glue on my fingers. I don't even have like fingerprints anymore. Do not even have fingerprints anymore. I have burnt myself. I got scars all over my hands from those hot glue, y'all. I try to be careful, I do, and it just never fails. So I'm just gonna pin these in here. You're good, good. I'm glad everyone is doing well today. All right, so we don't have these ones, but we do have another magnolia bush. I don't think I have it over here. It's not as pretty, I'm gonna be honest with you. This one was my favorite, but they discontinued it. So I can't even get any more, even if I wanted. I tried to get some more and they discontinued it. So super bummed. So I'm on the lookout for something similar to these. I think I'm gonna cut this stem down just a little. I probably should cut that other one down just so I don't have to fight with the stem when I'm trying to put other things in there. But all right, so this one I've got coming out just a little bit past the magnolia, so I want to make sure that's kind of similar. Doesn't have to be exact, but similar. And I'm just gonna get these pinned in here. Oh, you're so welcome. It was me. I was at my computer. It was I. It was a fun swag too. Those little, either pot would have worked, but I just thought the gold one just kind of brought out those gold sprays. And so if it was me, that's what I would have done. But either way would be fine. Either one. All right, I got that in there good enough. Like I said, I'm not shipping this one. It's gonna sit on my mantle. You're working on it now? You know, I have not, I haven't done a St. Patrick's Day wreath. I don't think I did one last year. If I did, it was one and I don't remember it. I probably need to get another one. I just haven't had a whole lot of luck. I've sold a few, but all right, this one I think I'm gonna cut up. But y'all, I'm behind. I am so behind on my designs this year. Because we had right after Christmas, well, I had family. We had family here until after the 1st. And then I had to get ready. I had to get the shop ready for me to be out of town to go to market. So I was getting caught up on stuff from after the holidays. Then we went to market. Then when we came back from market, I had to work on, it took me about a week. I had to go through all of the pictures and the products that I liked for market, compare it to what we had still in stock. It's a lot of work, y'all. I don't think, it's a lot of work going shopping. Can y'all believe it? It's a lot of work going shopping. But I had to go through, because otherwise you end up wanting to buy everything, and Lord knows I don't need everything, because you don't need 12 pine sprays. I mean, even though I think I need 12 pine sprays, I don't really need 12 pine sprays. So anyway, you kind of got to go through everything. It takes a while. So I was doing all that. I've just been, actually just today, putting in my last order. So anyway, I haven't really done a whole lot of design. People are out there posting Easter. I mean, I've gotten a few Easter products listed on the website, but I haven't done any Easter designs. I've only done maybe not even a handful of spring. So yeah, I'm behind. Aw, thank you. You're so welcome. I love to teach. Love to teach. All right, so I'm just adding some of these. Remember, this is forward facing. So I'm not too worried about having these coming in the back, because I'm not gonna waste them. I want them to be seen when I'm sitting on my couch. So I'm putting these in the front. Putting them in the front. And I sprayed, I wouldn't say always, 95% of the time, spray my container, double, whatever I'm using with the gaps and cracks, the spray foam. I very rarely use floral foam anymore. So that's what I'm sticking it in. But sometimes with the gaps and cracks, it can be a little thick. So you gotta use your scissors to make a hole to get the those stems in there. You used to go with your mom years ago. Oh, when she had a gift shop, I couldn't even imagine buying for a gift shop. I told my husband it would be fun. Like, I think it would be fun to have like a little boutique gift shop retail space to have, you know, to decorate and have all the things. But after putting orders together just for the shop, I could not imagine putting orders together for a boutique. Cindy, you've never used the gaps and cracks? Is that something new? Facebook, I'm not seeing comments anymore, so just drop it and I will try to get to you when I can. So I'm hoping this is not too tall. Let me push this down. Let me cut it down just a hair, because remember, I got a TV. I think I got enough room, because I got candles. So that probably would be okay, but let me just cut it down just a tiny bit. Because I got a TV above our mantle. So I don't want it super tall. And then I'll have my husband hollering at me because he can't see. You haven't made anything yet this year, Jamie? Oh, yeah, I understand the move. You're in storage. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. Yeah. When we moved here, oh, and we had to pack not only my stuff but like the shop stuff. It was a mess. I do not envy that. Envy you there. That is never fun. I am glad we are not moving. We are not moving no more. Because we're building a family ranch. So, I mean, we're committed. We moved my parents here. We moved my mother-in-law here. My brother just moved here. They're building their house now. They're living with my parents while they build. My daughter's here, or one of our daughters is here. One of our sons is here. My niece and nephew are fixing to start building. So, I mean, we ain't going anywhere. So, you would go off on your own and open accounts? Oh, how funny. Yeah, Jamie, it's fun. Market is fun. Where else am I live? YouTube. So I'm working smarter, not harder today. So I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're wondering where all the comments are, that's where. I'm so sorry. I should have mentioned. I thought I mentioned at the beginning, but yeah, if you're hopping on, I'm streaming on both places because I'm working smarter, not harder today. So if you're wondering where all these, who I'm talking to, that's who. It's over on YouTube. You moved into your parents' home to take care of them, sold our house to our daughter. Oh, fun. Well, I'm glad you were able to sell it to someone in the family. So that's nice. Yeah, we're all here or in the works of coming. We've got a couple still in Texas that hopefully will come up eventually, but they're younger, so they're just kind of starting their careers and they're getting situated. They want to come up. It's just, you know, timing. Okay, so be here all day for you if I keep you out. This is what we have so far. So just a bunch of magnolias, and I could just green this up just to add some more greenery in here, and you'd be good to go. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna add some more things. They look like water lilies. Yeah, kinda. I could see it. Yeah, Sydney, it's been nice. It has been nice. We do every Sunday. We do Sunday family dinners. So we take turns. Right now it's just between my house and my mom's house because my brother is they're still building. But my sister-in-law, she likes to cook, so she'll cook over at mom's. Mom hadn't had to cook yet, but eventually, once everybody gets out here, we'll rotate, and each Sunday we'll go to a different house. But right now it's just her and I. We kind of alternate. So we at least get together once a week. Sometimes we don't see each other the rest of the week, but on Sundays we do try to get together. I'm gonna add just a couple little peonies in here. Peonies, however you say it. Yeah, don't come at me. Everybody calls these different. But I'm gonna add a couple in here. Hello, Evelyn. How are you? Evelyn, we are up to making something for my mantle. That's what we're doing. My mantle's been naked since Christmas. And I'm not quite ready to put Easter stuff up. I got Easter stuff up in the shop. We've got the cutest Easter stuff coming in. Let me show you one, just because they're so cute. If you look at everything pretty much behind me, we've got them in the shop. But look at these guys, aren't they so cute? So we got a bunch of Regency bunnies in. So I got the hutch decorated for Easter, but I'm not quite yet ready to put the Easter up in the house. So I needed something for my mantle. We got company coming this weekend, and so I wanted to get the house a little put together so it didn't look so bare in there. So I just added a couple little peonies. Oh, he's not, yeah. So Sydney, my husband came from a very, very small family, very small family. Just really, he just had his grandparents and his mom and 2 nephews. His sister he hasn't seen in years, so he had a very, very small family. So he was not used to, we have a very large family. Not my immediate family, I just have 1 brother, but my mom has 14 brothers and sisters. So lots of aunts and uncles, lots of cousins. So we all had, you know, we would, in Texas, because most of them were in Texas, we would get together like all the time. And he was not used to that. It was a little, it took him a while to get used to it. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to turn out, but I know, you know, I knew I wanted magnolias because I've got them in other places in my home. And I wanted these colors because this is my color palette. I thought about for a minute popping in and doing spring, doing some pinks, but I'm just going to keep it neutral. All right, so I also brought these little mini ranunculus. So I think we'll just put a couple. This is a partial one I had. And I've been meaning to actually glue the little floral head on there because it came off the other day. So we're just gonna add a couple of these. I brought some cabbage roses too, but we may not need them. Yes, Sydney, neutral. It's my vibe. I'll change it. I'll probably change it out like maybe in March. Oh yeah, it's already February. Maybe not. Maybe mid-March. Whenever I start getting my Easter stuff out, I might change it. We'll see. We'll see. Or I might just leave it and just put some little Eastery things around it. I'm gonna save the tag. I don't need to save the tag. I'm not selling it. All right, let me see where I want these. I'm gonna cut this down a little shorter. Thank you, Karen. All right, I'm gonna put that one back here. So y'all, I have some news that I can kind of share. You might have heard already. I don't know. It depends on if you're on her email list. But who was a part of the Merry Makers Summit back in September that we did with Ashley from 3 Little Greenwoods? Do y'all remember? We did the holiday summit. Well, we had such a good response that we are doing she's hosting it. I'm just a designer. She's hosting a spring summit that is coming up. So I'm so excited about that. I have all the details, but I can't share all the details just yet, but just know it's coming very, very soon. You're going to be getting more information. You'll get, if you're on my email list, you're going to get the emails. If you're on Ashley's email list, you'll probably get it from her before you get it from me. But we are going to be doing, I keep saying we, like it's my thing. Ashley's going to be hosting a spring summit. I will be one of the designers. But there's going to be 20 designers over 3 days. It's going to be so fun, and it's spring themed. So you're going to get lots of spring inspiration coming up. So more info is coming on that very, very soon. Like within the week, y'all. Within the week, I can share more details. So that is super fun. Super excited. I don't know what I'm making yet. I know I'm doing a centerpiece. I know I'm doing a spring centerpiece. I just haven't, we have palettes coming in. Y'all have I don't know if it's 4 or 5 coming in. I know 4 for sure, but I have more stuff coming. So tomorrow, plus more Fairy Silk ribbon. So once I go through, I don't remember what's all in the palettes because I ordered this stuff back in June. So it's gonna be a surprise to me as well. So anyway, once I go through all my stuff, then I'll kind of put together what I'm gonna make. But it will be something spring and a centerpiece is what I'm doing. But there's so many designers, they're all doing different things. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, you did watch it, Karen? You read it this morning, Emily, from Ashley? Yeah, she sent out an email this morning. So if you're on her list, you probably got all the details. But we will have more information coming very, very soon on that. So that is going to be fun. I've only got 2 of these little guys left, and we are not leaving them on my table. So we're just going to get them added in here. I got enough scraps, y'all. Speaking of scraps, I made a post. I don't remember what day it was, but I am going to be doing some destash boxes because I have way too much stuff that I need to let go. Y'all, I have stuff from when I first started. So I have mesh. Y'all, I don't work with mesh very, very often. It's very, very rare. I have mesh. I have 21-inch rolls mesh, 10-inch mesh. I have wreath forms with the tinsel ties. I don't do those kind of wreaths anymore. I have ribbon. I have sprays and ornaments and so many things. Plus, I'm not doing fake bakes anymore. So I got a ton of fake bake supplies. So anyway, I'm going to be doing some destash boxes. I've just got to get them put together. So I'm going to try to, depending on if I get everything, all the new stuff listed this weekend, then I'm going to try next week to work on putting the destash boxes together. And I'll have a section on the website where you can go purchase the destash boxes. And y'all, I'm going to try to make them cheap. The shipping you'll have to pay because I'm going to be taking huge losses on the product. But the shipping, I don't make anything on shipping. I actually pay on shipping, to be honest with you. Every month I'm upside down on shipping. It's just is what it is. I don't want to charge outrageous prices on shipping, so I eat some of it. But anyway, you'll have shipping on top of the destash box, but I'm gonna try to make them pretty reasonable. She is the sweetest. Yes, she is. You're not a mesh fan, Sydney? You love the last one? Yeah, it was really good. Home Goods has some terrific decorated Easter hats this season. You're gonna use for a wreath. I miss my Home Goods. I miss Home Goods. Add a purple ribbon and just keep it on your mantle through Easter. That's a wonderful idea. That is a great idea. I could just add some little ribbon in here and make it springy. Okay, so I think I have brought some cabbage roses, but I don't think I need them, y'all. We got a lot of flowers in here, so let me just, because I don't know when to stop. Let me just look. Maybe we add them in the back. I don't want to, like I said, I'm trying to keep the back not too, I don't want to get it too wide that it's not going to sit on my mantle very well. I can always, like, these can come up. I'm actually okay with that. I'm gonna do it. Just because I have this, if I didn't have this up here, I promise I wouldn't do it, but I have this partial little bush left over from something, and it's been sitting on my table. And I wanna get it off my table. So, we're gonna add them. I don't know about these little bits, but we'll see. You use mesh all the time, Evelyn? You did a wreath with a hat from TJ Maxx. I wish we had a home. We do have a TJ Maxx here. I have not been in it. Well, it's not here. I have to go into Fort Smith. I have to go into Arkansas, but we're on the Arkansas border, so it's only like 25 minutes from me. But I miss my Home Goods. We don't have a Home Goods here. I'd have to go, I think Tulsa. Tulsa's the closest Home Goods, and that's like an hour and a half away. So if I'm in Tulsa, then I'll have to check it out. But otherwise, but y'all, I need to stay away from that anyway, because I'm trying to destash stuff. I'm not trying to get more stuff. That's all I need. I'm kind of, that's probably a blessing that I can't have access to Home Goods. Lord knows what I'd be buying in there. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, I started off with mesh, y'all. I started off with mesh. That was part of my journey when I started making wreaths. And I was searching the tube just like everybody else. All I found was tutorials on mesh wreaths. I found one at the time. I found one grapevine wreath that Damon had done, and so I toyed around with it, but I was scared of grapevine wreaths and the floral wreaths for the longest time. I always loved them, and I loved the style of them. I was just scared to work with the florals. But once I started, y'all, the mesh had to go. I use it on a rare occasion, like for Mardi Gras. If I'm doing a Mardi Gras swag, I would throw in some mesh. I would probably, if I was doing a St. Patrick's Day, like a swag or something, I would use it. But it's very rare that I use it anymore. And a lot of people love it, and that's how I started. It's just, I just like the flowers. I like playing with the flowers. You have to go an hour to get to your Home Goods too? Yeah, this would be like an hour and a half, so it'd have to be if I'm in Tulsa, which we hardly ever go to Tulsa. So I think the only time we've been twice to go to the airport, and then when we were building our house, we had to go there to get some stuff for the house. But Little Rock is your closest Home Goods. It's an hour and a half away, right? I don't think any of us need more supplies, but we just can't help ourselves. All right, so I'm done with the flowers. I think I'm just gonna fill in with a little bit of greenery and call it a day. Now, oh, I did bring these. I like the lotus pods, y'all. Not everybody likes them, but I like them, so I'm gonna add some little lotus pods in here. Now, we don't have these. We did, we're getting more. They're just not here yet. I think they'll probably come in the summer. I used them a lot in the fall, but I use them all year round. But we sold out of them pretty quickly, so I got more coming. They just aren't here yet. I like adding these little earthy things to them. That and the berries. This one I'm gonna have to glue. It's kind of wanting to fall out of its little thing. You do them all, grapevines, the wreath forms, evergreen bases, all the types. Yeah, Evelyn, I used to too, and then I just kind of, now I just really focus on, and I don't do wreaths that much anymore, y'all. I love my arrangements in centerpieces. So I do wreaths, but I do more arrangements and centerpieces than anything. But if I'm gonna do a wreath, it's gonna be either a swag, because I like swags. So either be a swag or a grapevine, typically. I haven't done like a wreath on a work form in a really long time. So anyway, I got work forms, I got mesh, I got picks, sprays, ornaments, ribbons, all the things that I'm gonna try to destash. And I just want it gone, so we'll see what fits in a box, and I'll come up with a price. All right, add one more back here. Have y'all ever shopped on that Whatnot? It's kind of like a auction type site. I've seen a lot of people do their destashes over on Whatnot, and I thought about checking it out. I signed up a while back. I just haven't gotten on there, but I might give it a try. I don't know. Me and technology, I still can't get the Facebook Lives down. Now we're gonna add another platform. Lord have mercy. All right. I think that's all the pods. So I've got a couple little pods tucked in there. Ooh, these lights, it makes it hard to read the phone. Her husband said this morning, let's go see what Walmart has. I'll have to read the rest of your comment later because it's like hid part of it and I can't reach it to scroll up. I try to stay out of the stores, y'all. I really do. I do. I do most of my shopping online, so I even have grocery delivery. So we stay in our little bubble. We'll go to town to eat and to church. That's about it. Okay, let me see what greenery. I brought the berries. I don't know. I like to add berries, but I brought berries. Let's see what else I have. I have brought my ivy because I love my cottonwood ivy. So let me see if I want to add. I think I'm going to add a few pieces of ivy. What else did I bring? And over on the tube, I don't see comments anymore. So if you're commenting, maybe they'll pop back up. I also have this mini ficus bush. I think I'm going to skip this one. It's too similar. I want a little bit different color. I have this wild boxwood spray. Let me see. Let me see if I want to add some of those in there. That kind of gives it a little wispiness to it. Kind of like your Thriller. Those little boxwoods. I think I may add some of those. I'm gonna put the berries aside for now. I'm gonna have to open another one. I only had 2 left on that one. Y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. We've been on here for almost an hour. I really didn't think it was gonna take that long, but I've been yabbing. So thanks for hanging out with me, keeping me company while I make this arrangement or centerpiece. I say arrangement all the time, but this is really the centerpiece. All right, let me cut up some of these. Used to do lots of arrangements, but your clientele changed and they're all wreath people. I've had luck, and that just reminded me I have an order I gotta do. Oh my gosh, y'all, almost forgot. Had one come in this morning, I hadn't even done it yet. Anyway, I'll make sure my comments. I've been pretty lucky that on Etsy, I probably sell more arrangements. On my website, I sell more wreaths. So I think I've gotten into Etsy's algorithm or something for the arrangements because I sell more arrangements and swags on Etsy. So I think I just got into their algorithm or something. But I don't really sell local. like I don't get a lot of local customers. Of course, that's because I'm not posting in there either. I probably need to. Probably need to post locally. But all mine's just, you know, online, so my people are from all over. I'm gonna tuck a few pieces of this in there and then maybe a few pieces of the ivy, and then we're gonna call it a day. You love the greenery I ordered from, use it on my St. Patty's Day swag. Well, thank you. I don't remember which one you ordered. Was it the ivy? I wish I could see all the orders, y'all, but I don't see them all. Mom and Dad, they help out in the warehouse. And so they end up pulling and shipping most of the orders. Sometimes my daughter does. If we need her, she'll come down. Otherwise, she doesn't. It's usually Mom and Dad. But that has become their baby in retirement, is working in the shop. I have to kick Mom out sometimes because she doesn't want to leave. When we get all our pallets and stuff in, she will go through and get everything unpacked and organized for me. She does all that while I'm getting the stuff listed. And Dad is out there and he breaks down the boxes. And y'all, I couldn't do it without them. They are such a huge help. But I don't always see all the orders. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop with the box. Maybe I need one more piece right here. A plastic vine that looks so real. Like the cottonwood. Now this is the one in frost. This is my favorite. We got them in all 3 colors and I use them all year long. They look so real and these are my favorite. I use them in everything. I have lots of favorites, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. But I love the cottonwood. Isn't that pretty? You got my order from me today. You got the cherry ribbon and you're obsessed. Is it the new cherry fair silk one or the other one? Because we just got a new fair silk cherry blossom ribbon. Oh, you mean cherry, like the cherries? Like the summer cherry ribbon? I thought, there for a minute I was thinking cherry blossom. We did just get a new cherry blossom ribbon in. That's another thing that I haven't done a whole lot of is summer wreaths. I need to probably do like a cherry or some sort of fruit, like a summer wreath. I'll do patriotic and then I kind of move on. I haven't done a lot of summer wreaths. Okay, I'm gonna stop there with these. As much as I hate to leave stuff on my table, I'm gonna, because I want to add a few, just a tiny few pieces of the cottonwood in there. Oh, is a smaller leaf, Sydney? Oh, it might be the new leaf. It's just called a leaf bush, and it's got like 3 stems on it, and they're a little leafy. That's a nice one too. And we got, y'all, I don't know if you guys are like me, but Vinca for spring. That is coming tomorrow. So we will be restocked on Vinca. If you know, you know. That's a popular one. And I sell out every year super quick. And then I get asked all spring, the rest of the spring and into the summer, if I'm gonna be able to get more. And a lot of times I can't get more. So if you love the Vinca, it will be listed most likely tomorrow, because that one's already in the system. I just got to turn it on. So it'll probably get listed tomorrow. I would snag them before they're gone. I would snag them before they're gone because they go quick. And I'm being told, I haven't been personally told, but I heard that a lot of the rest of the vinca is not coming in until later, like in the summer. So I might not be able to get more until the summer. And even then I may not be able to get more because we have to order that stuff, import. Some of the suppliers will carry extra so we can do reorders and some don't. So it just kind of depends. So I'm just filling in the back just a little bit with this ivy. I'm not gonna add too much of it, but I went a little bit lighter on the magnolia in the back just because I knew it's not really gonna be seen. So I'm just kind of filling that in a little bit. You like the vinca, Sydney? Yeah, it's a good one. It's a really lighter, it's a lighter greenery. Nice and airy, perfect for spring. So I use that one a lot too. That one and the cottonwood. Oh, the cherry gingham. Okay, yeah. It's a pretty one. We had that one in a 2.5 and a 1.5, I think. I have not made anything with that ribbon yet that I can remember. Why is this not going in there, y'all? I may have to do like a cherry summary. That's something else I have a lot of that I don't do a whole lot with signs. I have a lot of signs that I'll be destashing too. But maybe I'll have to look and see if I got like a cherry themed sign up there in the stash. Do a summary. I don't know why, I just don't. I guess it's because the grapevine wreaths I do mostly. I don't do signs with them, but uh, 1-inch ribbon. We have lots of 1-inch ribbon. We have more coming. I don't know which 1-inch ribbon you're wanting. If there's one in particular that you would like to restock, just message me. If I can get it, I will. Like I said, sometimes I can. If it's one that they keep in stock, or they've ordered extra of, then I can order more. If not, then I may not be able to get it until I do another import order. So it just depends on the supplier. Thank you, Tina. Hi, Tina. Oh, you were on earlier, Tina, weren't you? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. But thank you. I probably put too much in it, but y'all know me. I don't know how to do light and airy. I keep saying I'm gonna do light and airy. I'm gonna make it light and airy. No. It's packed full of stuff. I have a problem. I don't know when to stop, y'all. Okay, I think I'm gonna put just a few pieces in the front because I'm gonna be sitting on my couch, so I'm gonna kind of see the bottom of this guy. So I'm gonna add just a couple around these little magnolias here. You're so welcome. Thanks for hanging out. This is a long one. We're over an hour, y'all. You keep adding it at it? Yeah, I don't know when to stop. It's a problem. Hi, Ross. Is it Rosie's Unique Designs? Okay, I'm gonna add just a couple in the front. turn it around for you in just a second. Let me get like one more piece on here. And then I'll probably, yeah, I lost my pick in there. I'll set it up on my, I have a little hutch in here. Not this one, I have another one. It's higher, so I'll probably set it up there and then I can see what I'm missing. If I need to add any moss or if there's a hole I need to fill in with some greenery. Do I purchase from Melrose? I have. It's been a while. They have nice stuff. They're a little bit more expensive. So I kind of try to mix it up. I know everybody can't afford some of the more expensive items. So I'll try to do a little bit of mix. I'll have some that I'll get from the higher end places, and then I'll get some that are a little bit more affordable. I don't know that I have anything for spring coming in from Melrose, but yes, they are one of my suppliers. It's just been a minute since I've actually placed an order with them. They're a little pricier, but they have beautiful things. Beautiful, beautiful things. Okay, I gotta stop, y'all. I gotta stop. This thing ain't gonna fit on my mantle if I keep going. Yeah, Allstate's nice. I do purchase from Allstate. Actually, no, none of these ones came from Allstate, but we just got an order. We got an order last week, I think, from Allstate with a bunch of florals. They're a little higher end as well, so we don't order a whole lot, but I do get stuff from them as well. They're a little pricier. Even wholesale, they're pricey. And of course, you know, if they're pricey for me, they're gonna be pricey for y'all, because I just have to pass it on. So, all right, y'all. That's what we have. I'm gonna take a picture of it, get it posted. I think this will be perfect. And like someone mentioned, I can just add maybe a little ribbon in here for spring, or I could even just, no, I was gonna say I could just pop in a few little, we're just gonna leave it. Thank you, thank you. All right, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We were on here a long time today, but I enjoy coming on and chit-chatting with y'all. We do have new stuff coming, so I'll be sending an email when we get it all listed, and I'll probably be coming back live. I don't know if I'm gonna get it all listed by Friday, because we got a lot, so maybe Monday, Tuesday of next week. I'm gonna come back on and we'll show off some goodies and maybe play with something. So, but I'll be back to show you all that. But thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.